I got that Shine Like music by Brother Shaka. Give people some time to get up. I want to see. I'm testing out this periscope as well as trying to stream live on Facebook. We're about to see how it go down. Peace there, Mr. Hughes. I see you. All right. I think that's Manu Clary. Let's talk nation building. We about to talk. I'm just giving people time. So check out this track by Brother Shaka. I'm bust out this ambrosia. We're gonna sit up. We're gonna sit. We're gonna have a nice little quick conversation about nation building. Some thoughts that hit me while I had the day to just kind of recuperate, because it's been a rough couple of days for me, right? My cheat sheet. Now I love sharing music that people share with me, because you know what I'm saying, big artists, we all hear about them, but a lot of us, we don't listen to a lot of local artists. We need to start really supporting. You know, if we really talk about nation building, the vanguards of the revolution are local artists. This brother right here is Brother Shaka, right? Brother Shaka has been putting it down in the community for a long time. He's been volunteering. He's been working. You know what I'm saying? I got other artists that's been sharing stuff with me over the years because they see my dedication and they believe in what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So we work together and I make sure that every time I get an opportunity, I'm playing their stuff. Right? So if you're an artist, or you know artists out there that have stuff that they should be heard, because there's some stuff that just should be heard. You know what I'm saying? Now this is an instrumental, but you have to check out some of Shaka's original music, because that boy is cold. Well, I mean, this is original music, but hey, I'm looking for a book. All right. Don't look like I got the book. I think one of my kids might have kidnapped my book. But hey, I just seen somebody up on Periscope. Shots out. I think is I don't know how to work Periscope, so somebody need to send me some instructions, right? You know what I'm saying? So and those of you out there listening on Facebook, we kicking it. I got two different angles. You know what I'm saying? Two different lighting situations. You know what I'm saying? But I have realized a long time ago that these cameras are not designed for my skin complexion. So you're always going to have shadows, even in the brightest of sunlight. Right? So, hell with it. Let's get started. Let's talk some nation building. Y'all hear my kids upstairs. It goes down here at the Gianni house. Before we start talking about the nation building, let me bust it out. Now, this is, excuse me, I'm recording. Excuse me, I'm recording. This is the batch that I was working on when Brother Urema came through, and man, let me tell you, right? I was upset at first. I was upset at first, right? Because it wasn't ready. But this weather is wreaking havoc on my brewing process, y'all. Y'all got to understand, because this is a natural substance, right? And it requires a certain temperature. And if the temperature is constantly switching, it's hard to brew. So here we go. Let's go on. Let's get some. Y'all see I've been sipping on it already, so I can't act surprised. But hey, also, anybody out there shouting at Brother Urema, hey, let him know that I got a 6-pack waiting for him right now. Except I'm not going to put it in individual bottles. I'm going to put it in a big bottle like that so he could sip on it at his leisure. All right, here we go. Fam, y'all got to learn how to do this. Now let's talk nation building. And this is going to be me now. It's cool. We're going to talk nation building, right? Now, when we talk about nation building, listen, y'all. Listen. We have to first understand what a nation is. I keep throwing this definition out. A nation is a stable, historically developed community of people with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and a language in common. As a people, We possibly have a distinctive culture. We definitely have a distinctive culture, and we possibly have a language in common, right? But we don't have an economic life, and we didn't have territory. But let's look at it from a nation builder perspective. Territory. Territory is anything that you can control, that you can produce resources from. One of the major things that we're overlooking, and we're just using it to cry about our woes and our sadness, is our platforms. Now, you don't own Facebook, you don't own YouTube, you don't own Periscope, we don't own none of those things. But the fact of the matter is this, right? You can own your own site and have links that go to those things. Now, when you own your own site, you own your own territory. What does it mean when you own your own territory? From your territory, you get your economic life. So black folks, we need to start working on establishing our territory, right? So now I got GiamiJourney.com. I'm going to starting some other sites. We got other brothers out there starting sites. Some of y'all need to start starting y'all sites so that you can start producing economic territory. Sasha, you must go somewhere with that. I'm not going to tell you again. It's real life here at Giami Journey, right? Now, another aspect of nation building I want to talk about is focus. Fam, we have to start focusing, right? We jump from cause to cause, right? One of my elders told me a long time ago. He started Simba, and he said that him and a group of other elders, when they were still at the nation builder phase, sat down and had a discussion. They had a discussion, and the discussion was about being marathon runners. And they said that we are going to each focus on an activity for 10 years. They dedicated a group of wise individuals. I see you, Jazzy 131. Thank you for tuning in. They dedicated themselves for 10 years. Now, people in my age bracket and a little bit younger than me, I'm going to challenge you, right? We're talking about we want to change the situation. Pick one thing and work on it for 10 years. Dedicate yourself to making it manifest within a 10-year period. We have it because we're young enough where we can switch up. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing what I've been doing for over 10 years, right? And I'm going to keep on focusing on it. But I need other people to dedicate themselves and focus themselves for 10 years. Let me tell you something right now. This is the issue with allows. I see you, big man Banks. You need to come see. You need to come holler at me, man. Good God Almighty, I ain't seen you in a while. I ain't seen your kids. I'm gonna get it. That's part of nation building. That's one of my sons. I got to make sure that he all right. You know what I'm saying? But hey, now focus. Just like I just lost focus, right? We have to start being able to focus. We can't build a nation if we're not focused, right? We can't. What's up, my man Stephen Allen? Long time no see, God. Now, we can't build if we're not focused, right? You got individuals in our community. We treat nation building like we treat some of the relationships in our life where we could just hop around. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I'm with this woman this week, I'm with this woman next week, I'm with that woman. No. Nation building, we have to have some dedication. You have to, in a sense, marry yourself to the concept that you're working on, right? And you have to dedicate yourself to it and move towards mastery. Mastery is a concept that we had in our community and we had as people, man. And no longer are we working towards mastery, right? We're learning to be jacks of all trades. And in being jacks of all trades, we always lose out. All right? We need to start learning how to focus our efforts and to master one thing. And I know a lot of y'all kind of scared of that, right? Because the industry changed. But let me tell you something about a master, right? A master can look at a situation and make adjustments. That's what being a master is all about, right? Always, right? And in order for us to be nation builders, you know what I'm saying? We have to become masters. Now, the next step that I want to talk about as far as nation building is this. We have to build up ourselves first and our families in our tribes, right? Because right now it goes into tribe building, right? If we want to be successful at building a nation, we need to look around us and start building tribes with people that we can interact with in person. Internet is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, right? But, and I stress that but, right? But it does not replace the fact that we still need to be meeting with people in person, or at least in our area. You know what I'm saying? So that we could all focus our efforts and start conquering things in that way. Okay. Now, I took the day off. I'm very relaxed. Another reason I wanted to do this, because like I said, I want to test this periscope, but also I want to invite everybody out to Tribal Quotes. The name Tribal Quotes tomorrow is Folk Tales for Grown Folks tomorrow. Right now, tomorrow we're going to have a powerful discussion on one of the folk tales. And let me give it to y'all so that some of y'all can be doing y'all homework for the discussion, because it's going to be a powerful discussion. The one tomorrow is the dog, the cock, and the fox. I know to those of you that are new, that might sound like a porno. But no, it's a story, and in the story is a lesson, and in that lesson may be some freedom for some of y'all. All right, now, Ray Raven 85, shouts out to you, man. Thank you for or I don't know if it's a male or female, but thank you for checking in. I see Miss Victoria is spying on me. What's going on, lady? All right, now let's keep it building, right? So with the nation building piece, we talked about the focus, right? We talked about tribe building and family building, right? So you got to get your family involved with what you're doing, okay? Now, and it has to extend into your work, right? Shouts out to Guy. Oh, okay. What's up, Ray? All right. Thank you for joining me, man. All right. Now, so with maintaining focus, with being dedicated to it long enough, with us establishing tribes, it make it easier for us to pull money together so that we can start doing small things. See, because this one of the issues, right? Like I got the ambrosia, right? I could get one of the bottles and show you the bottle and stuff like that. But I ain't going to get up and move from here. A lot of people are like, Brother Haatim, why don't you try to build it up and sell it? Now, that ain't for me to do, right? I'm here to handle laying a foundation, right? Period, right? So people getting upset like, Brother Haatim, why are you talking about giving out the scobies and giving out the recipe? Because one, I believe this is important enough for people to get. And also, I'm not able to get everywhere yet, right? So now, far as doing business, I'm talking about when we doing business, before we start talking about going national, before we start talking about going regional, we need to go local. Like a lot of us want to go national right away. A lot of us want, like just like with the elders talk that I told you about, the elders was talking about 10 years. Many of us don't want to dedicate the time to build something from a small level and master it on a small level and then let it move to the next level. For me, ambrosia is like Anheuser-Busch, right? I'm building a family business, right? It's for my son and my daughters to take it to the next level, right? It's for them. I started it. I'm going to broadcast about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to sip on it until I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? And I might live a whole long, healthy life. But the point is, I'm building something from the ground level. We're not looking at the resources that surround us. We're trying to pull resources from a national level when we need to start small. Come on, family. You know what I'm saying? How does an organism start? How does the SCOBY start that brew this? They start small. Don't tell me, once again, please don't tell me that bacteria and yeast got more sense than my people. I refuse to hear that. If bacteria know that they have to start where they are to build, you know what I'm saying? Don't we? Shouldn't we? I'm in Columbus. I'm trying to conquer the market in Columbus, right? If Columbus is conquered, then I can move to the surrounding areas. Then I can move out towards Ohio. Then I can move out towards the Midwest. But I can't go nowhere if I don't have support of my family in Columbus. That's nation building, right? I'm starting one spot at a time. I'm starting with myself. Y'all see me doing a daily toast every day. I got me a glass every day. I'm raising it to my ancestors every day, right? I'm saying, y'all join me, right? And I'm reaching out to my family, right? And I'm saying, hey, y'all sit with me, right? So when I got enough, I'm making sure that the elders in my family get some, right? They don't have to pay, right? There's certain people around me that get that drink because I have, right? But the point that I'm saying is, once you master where you are, then you can move out. Then we can spread out. And that might not be for you, right? So now, we got the focus. We got the dedication. Find something and dedicate 10 years of your life to it. Find something to dedicate 10 years of your life to it. Stop spreading yourself thin. Understand this. Today is Umoja. Umoja, also on Umoja, we have, for those that don't understand, it's the Nguza Saba Challenge. I'll write it up here on the Facebook post so that y'all can see it, right? It's called the Nguza Saba Challenge. Let me spell it out for you. Nguzo Saba Challenge. Now, what that got to do with nation building, Brother Haatim? Listen, as a people, right? Everything about us in America has been conquered. Everything. And one of the most important things that I believe that has been conquered about us is our concept of time. We celebrate the days that we're told to celebrate. When we wake up on a certain time in a certain place, we know that the day has a name. And I'm saying, let's change that, because those days do not serve you. Right? Friday does not serve you. Thursday does not serve you. Wednesday does not serve you. Tuesday does not serve you. Monday, Sunday, and Saturday, none of them serve you. As anybody that's serious about nation building, one of the first things we got to strive to conquer is our time. That's our most precious resource. We could get more land, because land is, they say land is not being made, but if you got enough Skrilla, you get whatever you want. Right? But you can't buy back your time. Right? And as a people that's talking about nation building, talking about changing our perception in the world, we first got to change our relationship with time. The days of the week, monitor the time. All I'm saying is take your days of the week back, family. Right? Let's start labeling them so that we can get a lesson from them, so that we could be energized. So when I woke up this morning, I was hyped about Umoja, even though my body was sore, because I knew it was a lesson that was going to come out for me. I knew it was a lesson that was going to come out for me. Right? And I'm like, boom, hey, boom, Umoja, Coochie Chocolate, all these days, all over my label. Somebody get that door. I'm sorry. It's real life here. I guess I got to get up. I'll be right back. You look nice in the orange. All right, I'm back. So with the Nguza Saba Challenge, as far as nation building, what I'm trying to do is snatch back certain concepts. That's it. Mommy. Right? Taking ownership of things that truly should belong to us. We should have, because part of a definition of a nation. And let me go deeper. Let me go even deeper with the definition of a nation. When you look at the definition of a nation, it's the same definition for a tribe, for a family, and even an individual. Just look at it. Look at that definition. A stable, historically developed community, or a stable, historically developed person with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, language, and common. That's you. That's you. That's your family. Right? So when we start talking about language in common, what language do we have in common when it comes to time? Other than the conqueror's language. Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, ladies. I'm about to get up off here, y'all, because my family is here and they're gathering, and I don't want to kill their time. But yo, make sure you join us tomorrow for the conversation on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Tomorrow night is every Coochie Chocolate at 9 p.m. On Wednesdays we have tribal quotes. Did I say my fault? On Ujima we have tribal quotes at 9 p.m. And every morning we wake up and we toast the ancestors. Right? Trying to do some real nation building. Because it does no good for us to get all this money. It does no good for us to get property. It does no good for us to get any of these things if we don't have our minds right. We can't win the battle if our mind's not right, family. Right? So we have to conquer our minds. We have to start putting in the work to conquer our minds. We got to start laying down the things so that we can start really thinking in a way that truly benefits us. If not, it's a waste, right? Because we done seen what we done earned, what we got people in our family who done earned lots of money and just, in a sense, gave it up. Just gave it away, stupidly, right? Because their mind's not right. How do you free yourself if your mind not right? You know what I'm saying? You could run away from slavery. You can escape from slavery. You could run. You could, but as long as the chains remain on your mind, it doesn't matter. The chains is off your feet and your hands. You know what I'm saying? Nation building, y'all. Nation building is about us establishing a territory so that we could be free. On that territory, we're willing to protect it and defend it, right? Then from that territory also comes the economic life, because the resources are thrown off of this. So when you see individuals that own the internet and they're making money off the internet, they're making money off their territory. When you see individuals on the internet and they're selling books, they're making money off their territory. They're providing an economic life for themselves. You know what I'm saying? There is no nation building if there's no economic life. And last, and I have to say this, fam. A lot of people be like, because like they mad. Some people mad because I'm not trying to blow this up. I'm just trying to share it right now, right? But a lot of people are mad because I refuse to allow Giami Journey to be turned into a nonprofit organization, right? This is why. Because I don't want my circle, I don't want my tribe to ever start relying on grants. Family, you can't build a nation on grants. Family, you can't build a nation on grants. Your enemy, your competition, will never give you enough money to succeed. Never. I don't understand how many of us, I don't understand how many of us get caught up in that, right? We build these organizations, we build them totally, we build them up totally from other people's money and really expect for us to be able to get some freedom from that. You know what I'm saying? How do you get freedom from other people's resources? No, you got to establish your own territory. You got to establish your own economic life. For those of you out there looking for a business idea, please check this out, right? And I know I said I was going to be finished, but y'all know I'm a rambler. I'm a rambling man, all right? Check this out. There is no reason in the world, there's no reason in the world why any black person in America, there's no reason in the world why any black person in America, right? Because I gave up on the hair, right? Because we got a unique type of hair and we should be able to conquer that. And in many ways we have, because we got the barbershop and the beauty salons, but a lot of products come from others. A lot of people's making money on our hair. But I'm going to say this to y'all. There's no reason in the world that anybody that is of or close to the complexion of me should be buying any products for our skin from any other people other than us. There are trees in Ghana, there are trees in West Africa right now that produce this thing called shea butter that every last one of us need to be getting, right? There's no reason why any of the ash that is on our skin should be taken off by any company other than one of them that belongs to us. Now, let me tell you now, back to the nation building. I'm sorry, I said I was going to be done. Back to the nation building. Listen to this, fam. Listen to this, right? When the Asians came over, when Chinese people started coming over, they started making money from their culture, right? First it was martial arts, then it was Chinese food, right? You know what I'm saying? You look at all other cultures, when they come, they start making money from their culture, right? And there's certain things that I tell y'all constantly that they will not purchase outside of their group. Hint, hint. Y'all don't get it? Y'all don't get it, right? See, we're throwing away our resources. We're throwing them away. We're supporting Jergens. We're supporting Johnson & Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We're supporting all these companies, right? And the major thing that we've got possibly to to really provide enough jobs in our community, we don't even apply for it. We're not even working towards it. You know what I'm saying? We need to, some of y'all need to get in y'all kitchens and y'all need to use a kitchen for what it's for. You know what a kitchen was originally used for? Cooking is science. A lot of the experiments the individuals start in the kitchen. Y'all need to get in the kitchen. Start melting up some of this shea butter. Start mixing it with some olive oil. Start using some coconut butter. You know what I'm saying? Start just find the raw products. You go to an African store, you get some coconut oil right now. You get some shea butter right now. Start experimenting with it, right? And come up with a product that we could use to get rid of some of this ash, right? Because there's a lot of ashy people. There's a lot of ashy black folks around here that we really need to start. You know what I'm saying? They can finance the revolution. We can finance the revolution. We can finance nation building on ash. You know what I'm saying? I call it the ash patrol or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this, man. If we want to get free, we got to start looking for those very things, those small things, right? That most people don't have. It's certain things unique about us as a people that we need to start looking into those uniquenesses and find ways to make them produce. Ash is something that all of us got. A lot of y'all got ash. A lot of y'all ash, you looking at me right now. You know what I'm saying? Put the jergens down. Put that jergens down. I see you. Grab you some coconut oil. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get in the kitchen, experiment. You can put oils in them and all types of stuff. I'm just trying to keep it real. We're walking right by the major things. But let me tell you something. Think about this. Think about this. And I'm going to go back to the ambrosia. I keep on saying I'm finished. I be lying. I'm sorry. I get excited. And you know, my family, my kids is trying to be as quiet as they can. Because they know how I am. Right? Listen. That's why in certain cultures, when you go places, certain countries, even America, it's certain businesses that they will not allow you into. Right? Because it's necessities, right? The government controls necessities, or the dominant culture controls the necessities. Do y'all remember one of the marches that in India, what's his name, Gandhi? He did a march across India to go to the beach to get salt. Do you know why he put that march on? Because the British government had made it illegal for the Indian people to use salt other than the salt that was produced by the British Empire. Empires, nations make a living off of getting control of the things that are essential for life. What do we have control over? And there's certain things we can get control over. I don't want y'all to think it's over. Because look, even think about this, alcohol. A lot of people, this is not alcohol, but you know, it produces a very small amount of alcohol. But alcohol, right? This is why wherever you go and there's some type of colonist activity, that's why they get control of alcohol. Right? That's why they break down all of the traditional methods of making this and bring in their stuff that'll destroy the people. It's essential. Right? A lot of people don't get that though, right? This is Brother Haatim. I'm just sipping on this ambrosia. Oh my God. All right, so I'm trying to go, y'all. Listen. Focus. As a people, when we nation building, focus. Dedicate yourself for 10 years to something. Dedicate yourself for 10 years. My the periscope is about to drop off. Dedicate yourself to something for 10 years when it comes to nation building. For 10 years. Right? So if you are joining that organization, join that organization and work in it and focus on it for 10 years. Right? Make sure it has a nation building concept, a nation building idea. Right? 10 years. Dedicate yourself to work and help it manifest. Right? Make sure you focus. Start developing your tribes. Start building locally. Even though the organization may be national, make sure that you're building. Make sure that you build it on a local level. Right? Because if it go crazy, we're going to have to rely on those people that we know. We got to have close friends and family that we all can start working together with. We got to build, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no other choice for us. You know what I'm saying? We're in a situation now where if we can't see the writing on the wall, then we're blind. We can't see that it's about us getting together and start working. We're blind. And I know everybody can't get it, but it only takes critical mass. It takes about 5% of us, fam. About 5% of us getting together and handling our business. The rest of them will come once they start seeing us shining. And then we have to have a process where we, you know what I'm saying, dog, you don't qualify. You know? So this is Brother Haatim. I'm done rambling. Make sure you tune in to the show tomorrow. You know, I'm only doing this because I didn't go to work today. You know, I'm feeling a little bit, I'm not as stiff as I was before, but I'm about to get up early and do my production tomorrow. Make sure you join me for the morning toast. We're going to be sipping on some of this ambrosia. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to let this one mature a little bit more. But this is nice. This is nice, right? Y'all need to make sure y'all get you some of this ambrosia, right? Family and friends. Family and friends. Support the journey. I support you. I support you with the ambrosia. You know what I'm saying? Family and friends. That's it. All right. So, this is Brother Haatim. I'm out.